Hey y'all, hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be pulling some cards today. We've just come out of through the portal, the 666 portal of love and abundance and all these beautiful things. And I know a lot of people are still feeling uncertain, I guess you can say, but also in that place of self-awareness and knowing that things are going to be okay, but it's still kind of we're in that void, we're in that I'm ready for shit to happen. Like, show me the money, like that kind of thing. So this energy is really asking us to, we've gone through these big releases and these big points of power where we have to surrender and really tap into our trust of the universe, tap into that trust of self, tap into that trust of calling ourselves out, and really being present with who we are and where we've contributed to, the things that we no longer need to contribute to in our lives for, our growth and our health and our expansion and so on. So, and also the number sequencing is crazy right now. I know so many people are seeing number sequences and, everywhere, like license plates and on your phone when we see, 222 or phone numbers and billboards and like the amazing places that we're seeing. The number sequencing is quite powerful right now. So I'm going to be using numerology cards, and when I'm pulling cards like this, we always, if it's a double digit, so like 74, so you're seeing sevens, you're seeing fours, or you add them together to get the single digit number, and that's a number you're going to see, right? So it's like, well, I mean, this would be 11 and it's 1 or you're seeing 11. So just kind of take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and, be open to receiving messages. But also please know that when we're going through spiritual expansions and upgrades and, going through these very huge transitions, to trust yourself as well. I know I have come across people that are always looking outside of themselves for that confirmation and that tell me what to do. When we're working with, tarot or oracle or anything like that, it's not about telling people what to do. It's about confirming what you already know. It's about being able to, you resonate with things because it's already within you. It's already something that's there. It's already something that's present. So it's not that we have to seek outside of us for, someone to tell us what to do. It's more of when we do readings or, receive readings and stuff like that, it's just that confirmation. So know that you're just looking for that confirmation, not the outside energy saying you have to do this, because we have free will, we have personal choices to make, and we have to trust ourselves. We have to trust in our own knowledge, our own wisdom, our own connection. And that takes practice, that takes awareness, that takes healing, that takes a lot of things. So, work on that trust within yourself, because that's your connectivity to the divine, that's your connectivity to your spirit team. So don't rely, on outside sources to feed your soul and to give you the information that you think that you need, because it's already there. It's already within you. It's just about taking that time to, meditation does help. And not everybody can do the, sit down and cross your legs. And, meditation there's numerous ways to do meditation. There's walking meditation, there's dancing meditation, there's breathing meditation, there's tree meditation. There's so many ways to do it. So don't think that there's only one way and there's only a right way and a wrong way, because there's no right way, there's no wrong way, there's just your way. So, take that time to really feel that connectivity, feel that connection to the divine and to your spirit team. We all have an individual team that we work with, that works with us, that we are literally their full-time job. So taking that time to gain clarity and connection with them is really important, because that's going to help your life in infinite ways and really help you to, seek within first for that inner guidance, rather than seeking without like, outside of yourself. So it's really important for you to feel that connection, and, be careful who you're trusting with giving you information, because from what I gather from Spirit, it's very much about seeking information for, like, from people that are on, you know, that same vibrational level. And it's more like they are coming from that loving vibration, and that higher truth, and that, you know, what you're seeking. You know, we all have different levels of healing, different levels of vibration, because we're all going through our own shit, and we're all, you know, trying to heal and expand and make sense of this world, right? So, you know, just be mindful of who you're opening yourself to, because remember, anybody that does a reading with you or that does a healing with you, you're opening your energy to them. So just make sure that you feel that vibration. You feel like, you know, I feel safe with you. Like, I feel, okay, like, good, this is good. And not, like, if you have an instinct that says, trust it, right? Not everyone is going to vibe with everybody. We're not here to all be besties and, you know, live in a place of, oh, that's my bestie and that's my bestie and that's, no. If we don't vibe, we don't vibe, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you are disliking someone or, you know, anything like that. It's just the fact of, we're just not on the same vibration, and that's okay. So, you know, seek people that are on your vibrational level, and who you feel comfortable with, who you feel comfortable opening your energy to, and ask your team, like, is this a good place for me to be, or is this a good person for me to open to or to connect with, and so on and so forth. Work with them. Like, your team is your most valuable asset and most valuable healthy tool to work with. Okay, so, you know, just be mindful and seek, you know, within you first, and really build that trust. All right, my loves. And also, I'm going to do a pendulum today for a yes and no question. So how that works is, you'll think of a question, you'll take a couple deep breaths and think of a question. I'll do the pendulum, and it'll be a yes or no. So back and forth for me is no, circular is yes. So we'll do that after. But for now, let's see what cards we have for our numerology. Our first card is 56, relationship change. I know it's backwards on the camera, sorry guys. So right away, I feel like this is change in, like, overall relationships, changes in relationships with, you know, family, friends, also relationships with yourself. There's very much an energy of that expansion, and you allowing yourself to let go of those old parts and those old relationships and outdated beliefs, outdated unhealthy connections and thoughts that are attached to certain relationships. So Spirit's just asking you to, you know, be mindful of allowing yourself to let go, allowing yourself to release, allowing yourself to move forward in different aspects of relationships, but in a healing way. So it's they're coming through with a lot about forgiveness. So forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others. They really want you to pull your energy, you know, in a loving way, to say, you know what, this just doesn't, this no longer feels healthy to me. This no longer feels good to me. And, you know, I'm just going to, you know, distance myself. Or if you have to cut somebody out, you know, that's fine too. Like, don't feel guilty for your expansion and your reason for moving forward. It's just your time. It's not everybody can come with us. So it's like allowing the relationships to change, and, you know, sometimes they just get better because you're getting better and stronger, and your natural vibration of healing is helping those closest to you. And sometimes it's just that person or those people just aren't on that level of vibration anymore. They're just not there with you anymore. And it's okay for you to, you know, vibrate with your soul team, your soul family, because a lot of people have done so much work, and we've opened up to allowing our soul family to come through, and allowing our you know, soul partners and whatnot to come through. So allow the change that is necessary for the relationship to happen, because it's really, it's for your highest good, and they just want you to do that with clarity. Follow your dreams, number 85. They're just asking you to stop downplaying, like, stop diminishing the fact that you want this huge, beautiful, you know, dream that you think is, am I being greedy, or is that too much? Or no, it's not. There's no dream that is too big that you cannot achieve and you cannot accomplish. So they're just asking you to, you know, trust that vibe, and don't don't get lost in the hows and the whens and all of that. Trust divine timing. So, say things like, I surrender to divine timing. I know what is for me is mine. Like, it's already here. And I actually had a discussion with a friend the other day, and we were talking about, words. So we've been programmed into, this proper way to speak and how we use words. So saying things like, tomorrow is amazing. We corrected. It's like, tomorrow will be, because it's not present tense. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that doesn't apply anymore. That's not how we are able to utilize the words that we need to use. And saying things like, tomorrow is beautiful. You're manifesting that. You're saying that it's already beautiful because I said so. So really taking that time to not focus on the correctness of language and just what feels right to you. So, change up your verbiage and really allow that, self-empowerment, because there's no right way, there's no wrong way. There's your way, and it feels good to you, it feels right to you, then that's yours, right? Okay. So follow your dreams. Don't let anything, and be careful who you're speaking to about it, because it's like people talk shit into your dreams and, oh, well, you're a dreamer, or well, like, that's, how the hell are you going to do that kind of thing? Or, well, you're going to need this for that. And keep it to yourself when it comes to how you're developing this energy and how you're bringing this energy forward. Because when people say negative things, that gets into our thinking mind, and then now we're that little bit of doubt, even though we're like, no, it's going to work, that little piece of doubt, that little chip of doubt is going to be there. So Spirit's just asking you to keep it to yourself and allow yourself to believe it so that you can achieve it and have that sense of knowing. Remember, everything's heart-centered, so know it already. Like, it's here, it's in your vibration. You're just trusting in divine timing and releasing anything that's putting doubt or worry or anything, any sense of lack into your thoughts or into your manifestation of these beautiful dreams that you want. Okay. Pride. 19. This is very much about lower vibrational ego and you overcoming it. So they're just saying to, release that lower vibrational ego and don't do things because you want to one up on somebody, or, I want to do better than that person, or not allowing, support and help from, positive, supportive energies. Like, you don't have to do it all on your own. So don't feel like, I'll show them that I can, you know what I mean? And do some more of that lower vibrational ego work. People say you have to, kill the ego and blah, 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 blah. Our ego is part of us in every lifetime. So it's about aligning with the higher vibrational ego, just like the higher vibrational shadow, just like the higher vibrational inner child. We align with the higher, like the lower vibrational ego is very harsh and it lives in that fear vibration, but the higher vibrational ego is confident and supportive in, the beautiful way from that loving vibration. So they're just saying to, do some more work on that lower vibrational ego so that you're not, it's like you're not allowing yourself to see the bigger picture. Something, offers can be made to you, but you need to heal some more of that lower vibrational ego and bring it up to the higher vibrational ego, so that it's like you're seeing the bigger picture of these offerings and this support that will come forward and be offered to you. And, to trust that sense of knowing that, okay, it's okay that I needed help during this, or it's okay that I had to, even for healing, because it feels like a lot of, it's almost like you don't want to reach out for healing because you don't want to seem weak, or, like counseling is, for people that are, crazy and whatever. No, no. Counseling, therapy, whatever you need to do for you to support this healing journey is whatever you need to do. And like that kind of falls back into the ego as well, is like that that prideful ego is like, no, I don't need anybody. I'm fine. We've got this, and screw that. Like, rather than the healed ego that's like, no, it's okay that we are going to accept this support and this love and this, whatever we need from outside sources to help us through this bump in the road kind of thing. So just asking you to, work with that lower vibrational ego and release that pridefulness of it's kind of holding you back from taking that next step in your healing journey. Rebirth. This card has come out so many times this week, it's insane. And it's number 16. So the rebirth has been huge, and just feels like there's been a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, and a lot of, sadness and hurt and feelings of betrayal, feelings of insecurity, feeling like all of these low vibrational ick energies that you had to overcome, that you had to kind of pull out and heal, and just be like, no, this is no longer my truth, and that was never my actual truth. That was because of A, B, and C, outside sources around me that I allowed to make me feel less, kind of thing. And I always say that nobody can make us feel anyway, because we choose to, accept certain things, whether it's from people or, people that we care about, and they may not agree with something you do or how you live your life, or, anything like that. Or it's just about the fact of, don't take somebody else's view on you or life as yours. So just saying to, you've gone through these huge rebirth moments and these releases. So they're painful, and they weren't fun, but they are going to serve you in such beautiful ways, because now it's like you've started a whole new book. Never mind just a new chapter, but you started a whole new book, and they're asking you to, to trust this process and be patient, because you're kind of in that waiting room, right? So allow it to be what it's going to be. Allow things to unfold as they're meant to unfold. Divine timing, right? So they're just asking you to please be patient and know that what is yours is meant for you, and it's coming. It's here. It's already in your vibration. It's just like aligning in the perfect time, because they know when the right time, so to speak, is. We think that I'm ready and I'm this, but our team knows better, to say the least. They know better. So just, this rebirth, like, celebrate the fact that you've gone through this rebirth. Celebrate the fact of who you are right now in this moment. Celebrate you. Celebrate this overcoming and this healing journey that you've chosen for yourself. You've made some very difficult choices, and very so I feel this big knot in my stomach, because this very, you've made some really gut-wrenching choices that you thought you I don't know how I'm going to get through this kind of thing, but you did. So they're asking you to celebrate that, be present with that, do things that feed your soul, do things that help you to feel present and help you to feel good in who you are right now and where you are right now, because the expansion is there. It's just divine timing. They just want you to, hold on and trust the process, because this is kind of like that, take a deep breath and trust, because this is already yours, but we're going to start giving it to you in divine timing, when it's most beneficial for you, and when it's really going to be of service to you. Okay. Moderation, number 14. So this feels very much like doing things in moderation. So not allowing things to get out of hand. Like, I want to lose weight, so I'm gonna, throw myself into this blah, 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 blah. Or I'm gonna go to the gym 6 hours a week and all this kind of stuff. And also something about the spiritual growth and feeling bad when you're feeling bad. Like, you're allowed to feel shitty. We're human beings. We live through our emotions, and not every day is going to be butterflies and rainbows, and we have to be okay with that. So they're just asking you to be moderate of what you're giving, to yourself in that in that critical way. It's like getting upset with yourself over things that you feel you shouldn't be triggered by anymore, you shouldn't be upset by anymore, and then you're hard on yourself because it's like, fuck, I thought I was done with this, and you know, everything's in moderation because of the fact that healing takes time. And we feel that, okay, we've healed. This is good. I'm healed, complete, blah, blah, blah. And then something comes up. There's still a seed there, a trigger there. And now we're feeling, you know, shitty or worried or whatever. So just saying to, you know, be kind to yourself and be loving to yourself, because it's the moderation that is going to help you to be present. And, you know, not, you know, it's okay, because they're saying, like, be upset for an hour, you know, be angry for a minute, and allow it to be what it is, but allow yourself to release it. And don't get upset with yourself that, you know, that you're feeling, that you're not feeling the rainbows and butterflies in this moment, because you're still learning and we're still growing. And, you know, allow our human to be human. We need to have these human moments because that's how we learn. So, you know, be present, be mindful, and be with whatever you're feeling. It's okay. It's our human being human. So they're just like, you know, be mindful and be present, and be in that moderation of, okay, like when we're dieting or when we're trying to eat healthy, I'm going to have, you know, one piece of chocolate rather than, you know, this big ass chocolate bar. So everything in moderation. So that applies to our spiritual growth as well. So don't come down on yourself or be judgmental or critical of yourself when you have off days. Celebrate the off days, because you know you're having an off day. You know when you're out of alignment, and you know when you're feeling ugh. Rather than, you know, some people that just don't understand when they're not in their vibration, and they just keep going and, you know, put the blinders on and whatever. You're in that personal power of awareness, that personal power of, I know I'm off today. And that's something to celebrate. That's something to be happy about, because you know you're off. So they're asking you to just, you know, celebrate those moments of, you know, I'm feeling shit today. Well, and be okay with that. Yep. Love partnership, number 26. So this energy that we have gone through with the portal on Monday was all about love. So I know a lot of people are coming into those divine partnerships, those soulmate partnerships, and soul family connections as well. So it's like, when we talk about love partnerships, they're not just talking about romantic partnerships. They're also talking about soul family, which is love, which is that unconditional love. And you're in this vibration of attracting people in your circle that are your soul family and are part of your growth, and who are respectful and genuine and kind and are really for you. You know what I mean? And you are for them. It's like those divine partnerships of respect and value and love and trust, and those beautiful high aspects of love. So they're just asking you to be open to that, and know that if you're single, number one, your love partnership, like your soulmate partnership is coming forward. So be patient, be open, and they're just saying don't look too hard, because then we put up these blinders, because now we're looking for something specific, or we're looking, is it going to be here, is it going to be here, rather than just letting it unfold and come to us. So they're just asking you to be patient and to know that you've cleared way for these partnerships. And if you're already in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, a partnership, that this is an opportunity for you to grow even stronger together. And, you know, these healthy relationships, your bonds are very strong, and you've both come through a lot, where now your connection is even stronger, even more unconditional and loving and open. So they're just saying, you know, to really embrace these loving partnerships that are stepping forward, because they're here and they're just going to get better. Time out, number 37. So for the number 37s, they're asking you to kind of take a step back. You know, you're not giving to yourself. You're not dedicating enough time to your downtime and to your self-care and self-love time. They're asking you to kind of reel in the hectic work schedule and like always having to be busy and always having to do something and feeling guilty because you're not just chilling and doing nothing. It's okay to do nothing. It's very important for you to do nothing. And they're just asking you to kind of take a step back, take a time out, breathe, and be present with the moment. Like take a walk and just enjoy the walk. Be present in that walk and not be thinking of, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store and do this, I forgot to do this for work, and they're asking you to just breathe and quiet that logical thinking mind and allow yourself to be present and allow yourself to take time out, allow yourself to be present with the energy of almost like that growth, and that allowing your that maturity, allowing that sense of personal power to say, it's okay that I'm actually doing nothing today. It's okay that I feel like I don't want to do anything today. It's okay that I want to sit on my deck or sit on my balcony or whatever and just chill and do nothing. Be okay with that. So it's like that overworking mind is just like, you need to do this, 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 and I didn't do this good enough. You need to bring it down, and instead of feeling like you have to do more and more and more and more, this is your time to relax and create space. Create space for the ease of life and the beauty of life, and be appreciative of the moments of clarity where you're like, I'm going to do a 5-minute meditation and just be here and just be present, so the more that you do, the more calming energy you will have, and the more feeling of gratitude and just stillness will kind of surround you and embrace you. So there's asking you to, be more loving with yourself and take a breath and breathe, okay? Okay. Spiritual partnership, number 27. So again, this is about those divine partnerships that are coming forward and being open to them and being present in the moment of allowing yourself to feel that joy, allowing yourself to feel that, woohoo is coming, and I'm finally going to be, with my person. I'm finally going to be with my team, and allowing that energy to really feel your everything, like feel it in your body, mind, and spirit, and know that it's coming forward, because it feels like also it's like you're having dreams about your person. For those who are single, it's like you're having these dreams about someone, and it's not that you remember them specifically, but you wake up feeling like whoever that was, I felt really good with. Like it felt all warm and nice, and I felt so happy and great and blah, 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 blah. So it's like you're already connecting in a spiritual way. You're already connecting in a vibrational way. So they're just asking you to know that is significant, because that loving divine partnership, that soulmate energy is coming forward. And for those who are already in relationship, this is about your soul family coming forward, and those spiritual partnerships with people that are heart-centered, and it's like that heart-to-heart connection in in your soul family. So it's like new friends entering your energy that are good for you, that will celebrate you with you, kind of thing, and be genuine and be kind and be authentic. So they're just asking you to know that these spiritual partnerships are definitely coming forward, and to enjoy the dreams. They're saying like the dreams are showing you that connectivity and that essence of they're already in your energetic field and they're already here. It's just divine timing. Everything right now is about divine timing, guys. So patience is key. Self-love, number 61. So that's very kind of straightforward. So but they're also saying about the self-love, like making sure you're speaking your authentic truth, making sure that you are speaking kindly to yourself and speaking in that loving manner to yourself, and not like disengage with that inner critic, because it's like you feel like you've made a mistake or you didn't do something good enough or whatever, and then it's like you're belittling yourself. You're like, oh my God, that was so fucking stupid, and da, da, da. Don't do that. Don't do that. They're asking you to really embrace that self-love energy, really embrace that place of personal power and personal, that authenticity, to say, you know what, okay, so that didn't quite go how I wanted it to, or how I envisioned it. Moving forward, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. So be gentle with yourself. And the more you, they're also saying about like that spiritual partnership and that loving partnership, the more you're loving yourself and showing yourself that unconditional love, like truly in a genuine way, in an authentic way, the more this person, this soulmate is going to, or the faster, I guess you could say, the soulmate is going to come forward. But remember, we can't lie to our team. They know if we're not being genuine with the self-love. They know if we're not being genuine with, when I say I love myself, they know if we're bullshitting or not. A lot of people say, I love myself, I'm great, I'm wonderful. But, you know, every single one of us have insecurities in certain ways. So don't bullshit yourself, because that just puts up blockages, that puts up boundaries. You know, be real with yourself, and know that, you know, people that are insecure about their bodies or about, you know, their education, because I've worked with people that feel like they aren't good enough for someone because they aren't as educated as them. So those kinds of things. And know that the more you're doing for yourself, the more you are truly, genuinely loving yourself and being with yourself. Like, do things that feel good to you. Do things that feed your soul. Do things that show you that you love you. And that's like taking care of your body, mind, and soul. So, you know, eating as clean as possible, staying hydrated, being very mindful of your thoughts. Like, mindful living is so important. So it's, you're mindful of your thoughts, you're mindful of your emotions and your actions and your reactions and what you're eating, what you're watching, and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, remember, we don't have control of anything outside of ourselves. So relinquish control of anything that is outside of you. So I always tell myself, I relinquish control of the uncontrollable. And then, you know, that helps you to kind of rebalance and refocus. The only control we have in this life is us. I control how I react, or how I feel, or how I see things, or you know, my actions. We have control over everything about us. So they're just asking you to really, you know, really show yourself that self-love, really show yourself that nurturing. And when you truly fall in love with yourself, that's the energy that you're attracting. Somebody who is genuine and is not bullshitting, and someone who is respectful and kind and loving and sees you. You know what I mean? So it's like, they're just asking you to stop bullshitting if you're really not in that space of, I love myself unconditionally. You know, do things for yourself. And, you know, I work with a lot of clients with techniques like, you know, mirror work, or when you're meditating and you're saying certain affirmations and stuff like that. And be very mindful of the I ams, you know, like, be kind to yourself. They're just wanting to be kind to yourself and be loving with yourself and be gentle with yourself, because this falling in love with you and all this healing you've already done and all this hard work you've already done is bringing forward that person of, you know, that person of connection, that person of your dreams, so to speak. Okay. And abundance. Good card to end off with. 88. So obviously 8. The abundance is coming forward, and it's coming forward in, I'm not just talking, you know, financial, but abundance in life. You know, you're going to be living this beautiful, abundant life in every aspect, just in every, you've done so much work in healing, you've done so much work for yourself, you've done so much work in really being present with yourself, that they're just like, you know, these gifts are coming forward. So they always show me the Christmas tree when it comes to, you know, the abundance, because it's like, you see all these gifts with your name on them, and, you know, whether it's birthday gifts or Christmas gifts or whatever, but you have all these gifts with your name on them, different size boxes, different kind of paper, all of that kind of stuff. And the universe is, you know, handing them to you, but in divine timing. And obviously, you know, you don't want everything at once, because that would be overwhelming. And, You know, if you go to a buffet and you eat absolutely everything on the buffet, that's not going to be good for you. That's going to be overwhelming. You're not going to enjoy it because you're just trying to like get it all in. So they're saying, you know, be patient, be mindful, and just be in that receptive mode and be in that alignment with gratitude to say, you know, I trust divine timing. And I know these gifts are for me. I feel them. Like, you visualize, you see your name on the box, and you know it's for you, and trust the universe to hand it to you when it's time. Okay. All right, my loves. So now we're going to use the pendulum. So how this works is you're going to think of a yes or no question, and I will do it 3 times. And so first of all, think number 1, number 2, number 3 after you've asked your question. So ask your question to your team and then say, okay, please, is it number 1? Is my answer in number 1, number 2, or number 3? And I'll show you through the pendulum. So take a deep breath. Ask your question. Pause the video if you have to. And number 1. So number 1 is a no. Number 2. Number 2 is a yes. And number 3. Number 3 is also a no. Okay. All right, my loves, I hope that was beneficial, and I hope to see you again. I'll be posting more videos like this soon. So remember, just be well, be present, and take care of you. Okay? Namaste.